Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a a most important magic moon message. First of all, right off the bat, embrace the synchronicities. I heard Kid Cudi's embrace the Martian, I come in peace, but I need y'all rocking with me. Yeah, embrace the synchronicities. They're going to be offensive. Spirit is not going to wear the kitty gloves anymore and will almost like embarrass you with the level of synchronicities that are going to come out, except it will be less embarrassing and more exhilarating. I want you to just imagine, really, all the synchronicities you've experienced from the point where you started to hop on the train and be aware. You're now officially stepping into the next level of this, where they all converge and you come into the final understanding and simultaneously steps to the next level. What does this mean? You think you've seen synchronicities. You haven't seen anything yet. Seriously. Welcome to True Value. Moon in Gemini, Sun in Taurus. Gemini, just like with Scorpio, has an affinity with Taurus, because Gemini is Scorpio's 8th house, but it's also Taurus's 2nd house. And so relative to this new cycle of manifestation, you are truly coming in to the manifestation of your real worth. You are manifesting the true value. I'm a 2nd house Gemini sun, so I know all about true value. The reason why people pay me good money is because I talk to them. And this is how I make money. Just like every other Taurus rising, Capricorn risings are the highest ascended level of this, where they're collective beings. And so they manifest 2nd house Aquarius, collective knowledge. I'm an individual. I talk to people one-on-one, 6th house Libra. So the reason why this works is because I manifest truth, enlightenment. And this now allows me to have true value. True value in that, if we take, for example, the prices that I charge for my readings, no one can really say that I pulled it out my ass, because people have actually purchased it at that rate. And so compared to a value that's figurative or metaphoric, if I decide that I'm making this service and it's this much money, if no one has ever bought it, is that really the true value? It hasn't been purchased. But if people have actually seen in and also recognize that value and also give great testimonies of it, it is truly that value. And this is what's establishing on this transit, aligned by destiny. You are understanding with Mercury and Venus in Gemini the true value of your worth. Castle cabinets, baby. All right, you are royal. You are true royalty. And as you're unlocking the true royalty of your being, Jupiter is entering Pisces, my friend. And so the thing about true value is that true value never fades. When you buy a car, it depreciates off the lot. When you buy a house, it potentially appreciates. And I actually didn't know that when you buy a watch, watches appreciate. I had no idea. I have newfound respect for people who rock luxury watches. I used to think that was the stupidest shit, but I didn't know that these things appreciate, which is really dope. So that's more a conventional sense of value. True value does not fluctuate. Whatever you're truly worth, you will always be worth. And so what you're manifesting on this transit is value that no one can take from you, and you will be in a position to communicate, as this will now bring and induce mutable Gemini change to the foundation of value that you barter with, and will immediately, through logic of the air sign of Gemini, align your self-esteem and confidence to project this true value, because phenomena in your experiences will be mirroring the true value you have, that you worked for, that's condensing with this new moon. And this is where now Jupiter in Pisces, in preparation for the next 7 days, once the sun goes into Gemini, is going to completely inundate your whole existence with synchronicities. My friends, the last time that Jupiter was in Pisces, it was transiting Uranus, with which since then has gone through a whole zodiac sign over a decade. And so now that it's back with Neptune here, your entire world is going to be inundated with supernatural phenomena that for the past decade has built neurolinguistically to program your conscious ability to incorporate this material realm with extra dimensional realms of imagination where you go to where you dream or astral project through the etheric, astral, and causal realms. You have a higher causal mind. So when people channel, most of which people do unconsciously, because the mechanism of channeling can happen in mere picoseconds without your conscious ability to rationally process that that's even what you did, like a lightning strike, that comes from the higher causal mind connected to your causal body. Look to Uranus. People who have Moon Uranus, Sun Uranus, Uranus contacts have natural twitch fibers to just claircognizantly act with this connection to the causal body, which interlaps your mind's conscious thoughts and unconscious subconscious thoughts in relation to this reality, which now connects with the astral realm and other such facets of your body, which I really know nothing of. This is really just my conceptual idea and framework. Your understanding of this is going to be totally different from mine, and you need to embrace your understanding more than mine, because this is your life and your body. I'm right now an extra in your movie, and so a complex set of decisions made it so that you are watching me right now. But did you know you could have been doing anything else? You could have been smacking cocaine off of a hooker's tits. Yes, some of you are like, I would never do that. But you could have been doing that. You could have been doing that right now. And instead you decided to watch me, which I'm very honored. So that's an opportunity cost. And you taking in part of this opportunity cost is allowing you to also align with others such as yourself who are coming into this enlightenment and wisdom, whether through me, whether a skunk, whether through smacking cocaine off of a whore's titties. And when I say whore, I mean so in the traditional expression of the word, and not necessarily in a derogatory way, because apparently prostitute is wrong to say, and you're supposed to say sex worker. But I wanted, for shock value and vulgarity, to use the term whore, because that just sounds crazier to me. But other than that, the synchronicities are going to be off the chain. And this is where nothing can prepare you for what's to come. Gemini is bringing a logical processing of unreal, unnatural experiences. So you're literally the spirit translator now. And you're going to be making sense of quantum phenomena, quantum mechanics pertaining to mechanics of physical movement beyond your processing and ability to actually perceive subatomic particles. And whether you believe in the quantum world or realm, which I believe is actually connected to Uranus and the causal realm, this is definitely going to access the manifestation of your higher causal mind that enables you to access the higher faculties of your brain. Please understand, the science around biology has not even come close to understanding and unlocking this aspect. So there's no literature you will read everywhere or anywhere about this. The Power of the Subconscious Mind is a book that's really good. Untethered Soul, I heard, is really good. These are books that will give you a more spiritual understanding or a more unique understanding. But you have to understand there's absolutely no literature at all, especially if you're born after 91 and beyond, or 90 or late 80s. Like, no one knows who the fuck y'all are, really, at all. So you must not only continue to embrace that, but you're going to finally manifest true worth around how to really make more palatable sense of this and how to utilize this practically for your own wealth, for your confidence, and for your benefit. But the most important thing I need to say here is Jupiter is changing the game now. It's 0 degrees. And so we have less than 10 days for the stability of Taurus to anchor this evolution of perception in Pisces. Once it goes into Gemini, you're in a washing machine. And like, you're going to make sense of unreal synchronicities. What does this mean? You have had synchronicities that you just couldn't make sense of. Like you know what it was, but you didn't want to believe that's what it was. And so the universe is like, oh, this motherfucker's playing this game again. I just showed this motherfucker 10 signs, and they want to act like, but it's not in my reality. Well, it is in your reality now. And you're going to see it more than ever. And it's going to be spooky when you realize that the astral realm influence of unseen principles that overlap with your real world, and you're forced to accept facets of stuff you always knew but couldn't make sense of until last year, but now you're seeing now. Can I get an amen? I'm feeling like Ralph Smart in this bitch. Woo! Diving deep. Okay? You're going to make such crazy, radical realizations about these unseen metaphysical principles that it will freaking shock you out of reality and into this new way of perceiving. Albeit there's nothing new under the sun, this is gonna feel like you're in a video game, because you're going to be aware of the subtle change. When you go through a subtle change in perception, you really don't know it's subtle until you're made aware of how much change has been subtly made. It's gonna shock you. And a day like today and tomorrow is gonna really begin that process. So I would spend today focused on what you wish for, but more importantly, open up receptive to the higher aspect of yourself, causally and astrally, and set the intention to finally understand signs and synchronicities that were hard to understand before. This is the beginning of manifesting true value that enables you to attract everything you've ever wanted and truly upgrade the level of metaphysical and extra dimensional cognitive understanding and integration of such into this real dimension in ways that incorporate the existence of ghosts, aliens, extra dimensional phenomena, fairies, demons, and a lot of humans who are clearly possessed. And I'm using fantastical elements, but we can take elements of the mundane too that you're just going to look at so differently because you're going to see it more. Almost as if you took an acid tab and now it's starting to kick. Well, congratulations, my friends. We are officially in uncharted territory, and this shit's going to get strange as hell. Welcome to your own personal Twilight Zone mixed with Black Mirror. What's your episode? Comment it down below. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me this far into the journey. You're going to unlock a new evolution or transformation state that's going to deal primarily with the way you perceive your current awakened power. As you embark on this journey, Godspeed. New levels mean new devils, but you didn't come here to lose. We already won. We're already won. Manifest that true value. And until next time.